Hello and welcome to No Rest for the Weekend. I'm Jason Godbey, and we're here with another edition of Indie Film News, where we talk about the stories and issues affecting indie filmmakers and content creators today. We're coming to you live with our first ever Facebook Live broadcast of Indie Film News. I'm here with Uber producer Marcello Carnevali.
Hey, how you doing, Jay?
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year 2020.
2020.
We are alive to see it.
Yes.
Wow.
So far.
This is, are you Hugh Downs or Barbara Walters? Because this is 2020.
This is 2020. It's going to be a big year for us, bro.
Yeah.
We
got a lot of cool stuff in the pipe.
A lot of stuff coming up. We got the 100th episode of the show, of the main show. So this is, for those of you who don't know, or who are listening to this or watching it live for the first time, this is the Indie Film News episodes, are supplemental bonus episodes to our regular show, No Rest for the Weekend, which comes out. It's been coming out on Mondays for the past couple of weeks due to the holidays, but this week we're back on a regular schedule on Wednesday. So look out for new podcast episodes every Wednesday. But we're going to get into the news here in a little bit. What's our first item up for bid?
Well, it's the Film Festival Deadline Report.
Right. We got a new month, a new year, so we thought we'd give you a rundown of film festival deadlines that are coming up here in January. These are all from filmfreeway.com. This is a brief list of the festivals and the submission deadlines this month. What's our first one?
Well, it's a new month, a new year, so it's time for our Film Festival Deadline Report.
I already said that part.
I know you did. So we're going to start out with the Chippewa Valley Film Festival and Eau Claire. I hope I'm saying that right.
Eau Claire? Is anyone from Wisconsin watching this incorrect?
Wisconsin. What is it?
Chippewa Valley in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah. They are a short film festival and accepts films of any genre, including music videos, with a runtime of under 20 minutes. And if you can manage to get your film in by January 7th, there is no fee, which is great.
It's like the indie filmmaker special.
It's the indie filmmaker's dream. Their regular deadline is March 2nd, which I'm assuming that if you do not make, you will be given some kind of a fee structure.
Yeah, they'll charge you after that, basically.
Yeah,
so
usually what happens.
We also got the 6th edition of Film Miami Fest Best Shorts Worldwide. That's coming up in October.
Right.
Their early bird deadline is January the 8th. We also have in Miami the Cine Miami Fest Latino, produced by Miami Film Fest. Their 6th edition at Cine Miami Fest. This is a Spanish version of the Film Miami Fest, and it's taking place in October. Their early dead bird line. Their early bird.
They're early dead birds.
Their early bird. We're live. The early bird deadline is January the 8th. Also, Elvis's birthday, man. So happy birthday, Elvis.
Happy birthday, Elvis. He's dead, so I don't really think
and then we
cares.
also got the Film Collective in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. The Film Collective is a monthly showcase featuring short films, music videos, trailers, short docs around the world. Again, this is Shorts Fest, so anything 20 minutes or under. And don't bother asking because they do not accept fee waivers. So this is the less friendly film festival.
Yeah.
And then what we got coming up in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Well, the 2020 Marina del Rey Film Festival in Los Angeles, California, has submissions for open for shorts, feature narratives, and documentaries, as well as music videos, experimental films, and screenplays. The festival is in its 9th year, and their early bird deadline is January 9th.
Very cool. You went a little telenovela on me there.
Yeah, see.
So we also
Should I do it like Univision? El 2020 en Marina del Rey Film Festival.
Perfect.
Okay.
We just lost the entire Spanish-speaking audience of this show.
Probably. Thank you.
We also got the New Orleans Film Festival, which celebrates its 9th year in running as well. They're looking for shorts, features, narratives, documentaries, and they also have a new VR/360 category for video.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I don't know. Have you ever seen that in the film festival?
I have. I still think VR 360 video is still kind of a niche thing until it
Right.
kind of finds its way into mainland audiences. But I think it's cool. I think it's a cool idea. Once somebody figures out how to really integrate that into everyday viewing and
Yeah.
cinematic
When we
viewing,
had
then I think it will we'll have something.
when we had Jorgen Gerds on the show,
Jurgen?
he is a 360 video VR specialist. He actually invented some of the gear they use for that.
That's cool.
And we were talking about it, and he, basically said like it's really great technology. It's how he works, but it's not for everything, and it's not for everyone.
No, I mean there's so much because you have to you remember, Jay, when you compose a shot, you compose a scene.
Right.
You've got what's in front of you. With 360 VR video, you quite literally have to compose the environment, the entire put yourself in that setting, sound, lighting. What do you
He was talking
it's
about it
crazy.
like we also like I said, well, so where are you on the set? And he was like, well, I gotta hide
Yeah.
because otherwise you're in your own shot.
Or he's in a truck 2 miles away.
Right.
You know, it's
But anyway, I think that's great that Film Fest are doing it.
Yeah, it's
I'd
cool.
like to see it myself. New Orleans Fest is happening in October,
Right.
and their regular deadline is March 13th. October is a really nice time to be in New Orleans. So what do we got? We have some international fests coming up as well.
Yes, we're going international now. So we've got the Barcelona Planet Film Festival, which in Barcelona is called the Barcelona Planet Film Festival. And it showcases innovative independent cinema from around the world from up and coming artists. The deadline is January 7th, with the following deadline being February 4th. The fee seems very reasonable, and I hear Barcelona is a beautiful city, and I should know that because I've been there several times.
Nice. You
So
didn't write
check
this
that
copy.
one out. What's that?
I said, nice. You didn't write this copy.
I did not write or
You've-
read ahead, apparently.
You've actually you've been to Barcelona?
I've been to Barcelona several times. I've got family in Spain. I took my wife there on our honeymoon.
Nice. Have you ever been to the Barcelona Film Festival?
I have not been to the Barcelona Film Festival.
We got to make a film and send it there so we can go back.
Sure. Let's, while we're at it, why don't we make a Fiji Film Festival film and a Hawaii Film Festival film? But I'm going to stay out of the Syria Film Festival for some
It's
reason.
out of the Saudi Arabian film.
Yeah,
festival.
I'm going to kind of stay away from that one.
It's just too damn hot. After that, we got
Yeah, that's
the Catalyst International Film Festival, which is in Limerick, Ireland. This is their first ever film fest. Their plan is to focus on films that address underrepresentation on screen and behind the camera. Early bird deadline is January 7th, and their regular deadline is February 7th.
Does it sound like, is it just me, or does Ireland becoming amazing? I mean, it's always been amazing, but does it feel like to me like everything's about Ireland these days?
They have a lot of
Technology,
festivals
everything.
and stuff over there.
They're really kind of blowing up with everything.
We actually, I'll tease it later on, but we do have an Irish filmmaker coming up on this week's episode, which I'll talk about later.
I did not know that, did I? And I did not plan that lead in
No,
any
that
way.
was nice though. Good segue, bro.
Yeah. All right, Toronto Independent Film Festival, not to be confused with the Toronto International Film Festival, is coming up this September. They're looking for the best low-budget independent films from around the world. Their early bird deadline is January 10th. For more details on these and other film festivals, visit filmfreeway.com. We're not sponsored by Film Freeway in any way, but we really probably should be at this point.
Yeah,
Get on that, Jay.
we've really plugged Film Freeway a lot on these film festival deadline reports, but it's just they used to be without a box, I think, and
No.
Film Freeway bought them out, or they changed the name. But everything is kind of there, so it's the easiest place to go. And all of these film festivals that we mentioned, they're all as a part of the gold listing. So they have like different tiers, and this is part of the highest one, which is called Gold. So
Cool.
that's why I talk about them. There's lots of other fests on there, and it's New Year, guys. So get your act together.
It's award season.
Yeah. Let's get into some news.
All right. The 35th Independent Spirit Awards are coming up February 8th. Some of the nominees include
We got Best Director for Honey Boy, Alma Harrell, for the film called Loose, Julius Ona. And then we got the Safdie brothers who made Uncut Gems.
Great.
You said you saw Uncut
I
Gems?
did. It's on Netflix. It's a great. It's Sandler, Adam Sandler, who's in the movie, really shines. He does.
People are talking about
say
him.
what you want about Sandler, but when he does drama, he really does drama. He's good at it.
I think when he tries, like when a lot of people have complained that they said a lot of the recent comedy movies have been a little bit phoned in. But I've heard he's excellent in this. I've also heard that there's a basketball player who plays himself in it.
Yes,
And he's very good. I heard.
Overall, it's just a good film, and the Safdie brothers really did a good job for that. And I really think that's my personal pick for the win.
Oh, nice. Also in that category, we got Lorene Scarfaria. Probably not pronouncing that right. Scafaria for the film Hustlers with J-Lo. Jennifer
it's
Lawrence.
That ensemble kind of piece.
Yeah. So
Didn't see it.
I haven't seen it either. But Robert, we're too busy making stuff to go see stuff most of the time.
I know.
Robert Eggers was nominated for his film The Lighthouse.
That is one I've been wanting to see.
Did you read the review? E.J. Argenio's review on it.
I haven't, but I know it's on the website.
He really liked it. Also nominated for Lighthouse were Robert Pattinson. So it's a two-hander between Pattinson and Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
But Robert Pattinson, he got the nom for Best Actor, and Dafoe got for Best Supporting Actor.
I have
not sure who should win.
Robert Pattinson is one of those actors. I guess because of Twilight, he kind of, from the get-go, made a bad first impression with me. So I was kind of like, I don't want to see Rob.
He's in the Safdie brothers' other film, Good Time.
I know.
Which I've heard is terrific.
He was in a Cronenberg film. Say what you want. He's a good actor.
He is, man. And now
and I'm actually looking forward to him as Batman.
I was just going to say, he's going to be our next Batman in The
actually
Batman.
Looking forward. I'm hoping he can inject I've always said that the Batman has kind of been like Bond, where each actor that has portrayed James Bond injects some kind of unique aspect of James Bond. I mean, Sean Connery was the misogynistic, debonair,
right?
Man's man. Roger Moore was very
quippy, funny,
and clownish.
Yeah.
Even Majesty's Secret Service.
Lazenby, George Lazenby.
He had
the only guy who did one.
Yeah, but he also kind of took Connery's manliness and kind of took like the brutality out of it. And he was very suave and slick. Kind of reminded me a lot about like Cary Grant. And then Timothy Dalton was like the brooding dark side.
Yeah.
James Bond.
He was more brutal. And then you had like
Pierce Brosnan was kind of like this. Kind of
a combination between the two.
Yeah, he was new and fun.
A little smarmy, a little bit tough.
And Daniel Craig just,
he's playing Bond again.
Yes.
He's going to be in
the last one.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die.
No time to make another Bond movie.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying
I don't think he's making any more. This is it for him.
Right.
I think.
I'm saying it's just the last one. I'm saying this for like Batman because
right.
every Batman actor kind of injected something good and bad into the character. So I'm really hoping that Pattinson takes it in.
I'm looking forward to see it. I like Ben Affleck. I like Bale. He's Pattinson's a bit younger, so we're going to see a younger, more formative years. Batman should be interesting. But yeah, I'll see it. I'll see it.
But I'm definitely want to see The Lighthouse.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I've heard it's beautiful in bonkers. And will probably win lots and lots of awards. Cool. Other nominees include for Independent Spirit Awards. We got Best Feature. We got Booksmart.
Best First
Feature. Excuse me. So the Best First Feature, I guess, this is the best feature for
feature
first time.
film produced by a first-time director.
Correct. So we got Booksmart by Olivia Wilde.
Great.
The film called The Climb. Another film called Diane. Then Last Black Man in San Francisco, and a film called The Mustang. And we got See You Yesterday by Stefan Bristol, who's been on the show. You can check out episode 508. He was also featured last week on the Best of 2019 episode.
Great.
He was nominated for Best First Feature and Best First Screenplay with his co-writer Frederica Bailey. So I want to say congrats, Stefan. I wish you congrats on Instagram, and I'm wishing you congrats live now.
Live now.
Great guy, protege of Spike Lee. I think he's got a big future in front of him, and hope this is the first of many, many award nominations.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to read the next one?
Yeah, sure. One of the nominees for best documentary for Sama, which was reviewed by William Hammond for our website. Oh, Will. He has a blog called I Actually Paid to See This.
Great name for the blog.
Great name. At actuallypaid.wordpress.com. We're hoping to collaborate more with William this year, so visit his website and show him some love.
Yeah, William's a great guy. We just spoke the other day. He wants to do more reviews for us, and
Great.
I think he might do like a recap article with some of this information for the blog as well.
Great.
But so then we got another story coming up.
Yeah.
Hit me.
So if you're a listener of podcasts and watch our YouTube channels and about the entertainment industry, you've probably heard of Collider.com.
Yes,
and,
Collider, and there are many, many YouTube channels.
They're kind of an internet media conglomerate. And there are many YouTube channels, and their main channel, Collider Video, which I've watched many times.
So they were kind of an inspiration for me to start the show. So I was really
I think they were an inspiration for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of really helped prove the streaming platform.
Right, and they did a lot of live, and basically they do what we do. They kind of do like video podcasts.
Yeah.
So they just released a statement last week where they announced a new direction for the company. They're going to be pivoting away from some of the stuff they've been doing and into and this is a quote, high quality scripted and unscripted celebrity driven content. This means there's more of an emphasis on popular series,
pop culture stuff.
Yeah, they do a lot on pop culture, but this is like where this is where they do more stuff with celebs.
Yeah.
So they have a program called Comic Book Shopping where they take a celebrity to a comic book store and have them buy comics, and they have something called the Deep Fake Saga. And with this new direction, unfortunately, they ended up canceling their shows Movie Talk, Collider Live, Jedi Council, which is all about Star Wars, and their Heroes series. So that was definitely a blow. I've been following them for years. I've seen a lot of changes. Various members of the team come and go. One guy I really liked on the show, his name was John Schnepp. He actually passed away, and I think that was kind of like the first big thing that happened because he headed up Heroes and stuff there. So they have a pretty large staff, and I guess the shows weren't getting the views they used to get. So shows that normally got 100,000 views are now getting 10,000 views.
Right.
And all this coming after the departure of Christian Harloff, who had been running Collider Video. And as a result of the change in direction, according to one of the hosts who hosted Collider Live, Roxy Stryer, I saw on her YouTube channel, she said they were only let go like hours before the announcement was made, before the company tweeted out what they were going to do.
Which is a very corporate thing to do.
Mean, I don't know.
They don't give people enough time to.
I don't know if it was good or bad, or like they didn't do like a last show.
Yeah.
So people didn't get to say like bye to the audience.
Yeah. Which rarely happens these days.
Yeah. So, and I understand it's a business decision, but I think the lesson to me is like with these media companies and people who are content creating companies, like business is business,
right?
And employers and unfortunately, platforms are not your friend.
No.
And sometimes this kind of thing happens. So I'm curious to see what the people who are let go will do next. And I wish them all the best. They're some great people, some great hosts,
and
producers.
Some really good content, some really talented people.
So like, I hope they get together and do some more content together. They'll probably each have their own YouTube channels, but it's much easier to do something small where you're like an individual supporting yourself on a platform like YouTube than try to have an organization with like 20 people.
Well, whenever you kind of become big and you become a company, all these guys started out as small little streaming channels, and they all started out as the little guy, and then what happens? They grow and become a corporation and a big conglomerate, or get bought up by a big conglomerate, and then it tends to behave like one. So,
well, then you
it
gotta
sucks.
chase views and algorithms and all that stuff.
I think 2020 is the first solid year for streaming. I think it's really when it's really going to come into its own. I mean, every major network is creating its dedicated streaming platforms. And I think you're really going to see a fundamental shift in how broadcasts media is done. And I think it's really going to start this year, really being solidified in a way.
Well,
I think we
yeah,
feel like we've been all up in the air
like us,
for a while.
Well, one of the things we're going to talk about on the 100th episode is: are you a filmmaker? Are you a content creator? Or do you need to be both nowadays? So we'll get into that on that episode. But I think, as far as being content creators ourselves, this is, you don't like to hear news like this, but I think, the way we work and keeping it small will hopefully be good for us in the end. But, just, again, wish all the luck in the world to those guys.
Best of luck to everybody.
I'm sure they're going to get snatched up by
You got a lot of talented people. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Some happier news.
Yes, as reported on our website, Limerence, the romantic comedy by writer, director, actor Tammy Minoff, is now available for pre-order on Video on Demand, VOD. The film is being distributed by Gravitas Ventures. Tammy appeared on the show in 2018 when we covered the Soho International Film Festival, where they won Best Feature.
Yeah,
and Jason, you did the review, right?
I wrote a review of it. We put it up recently when I heard the film was getting distribution. Tammy is lovely and charming. She's
cool.
Talented.
Very cool.
She appears on episode 305 of the podcast. And we always love it when we hear our guests are doing well. And, so I just want to say congrats to her on getting distribution, and good luck with everything.
Good luck.
Hopefully, she's a good director. She's a good writer. I hope this is the first of many things.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. And what's coming up in the pipeline for us?
So
right
we
now?
got upcoming episodes. If you haven't seen the past couple of episodes, check out the 2019 film recap episode and the best of 2019 episode that came out past 2 weeks. Like I said, those were aired on Mondays due to the holidays being on Wednesday. But the regular schedule Wednesday episodes will start this week. And on this week's episode, Irish filmmaker Shawnee Shagru visits the Rabbit Hole Studio to talk about his film Misty Button. We interviewed him.
That was at Soho, right?
That was at Soho. We interviewed him there on the red carpet with some of the cast. And that interview is featured on episode 515. But an episode this week is with Shawnee talking about the movie, talk about how they made it. It's a real New York film because it was made in the Bronx. In an Irish section of the Bronx, and it's
Irish in the Bronx.
I know,
in New York?
crazy, crazy. They call it the Tardy Tired County up there. But that's it, man.
And we got a lot of other things, just us in the pipe too. BTRP, right? Yeah,
we have a lot of stuff coming up. Film festival coverage, movie reviews. We got some interesting partnerships coming up. Nothing I can talk about right now.
Of course not.
But stay tuned. So I'm going to wrap up. Do you have anything else you want to add?
I just want to add that I'm really looking forward to 2020 with BTRP, you and me. We're going to kick ass, take names, and I think it's going to be
I hope we can
do
more
year.
shows like this. Because
I think this was cool to
I want
start
to hear
off the
more
year.
of your ABC News Wide World of Sports voice.
This is Hugh Downs.
Anyway, for more content, including our movie reviews, visit our website, NoRestWeekendPodcast.com. You can also subscribe to this space right here on Facebook or whatever. If you're listening to this, you can subscribe on your favorite podcast app. And also check us out on Footprint.tv. We have a channel for Behind the Rabbit Productions there. Don't forget to subscribe on Patreon as well. That really helps us out. Patreon.com/NoWrestleWeekend. If you sign up now, you can get our free ebook. Free when you pledge like $5. It's an ebook about how to make a no-budget short film,
which we have a lot of experience.
Yes,
in.
we do. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up.
Plus,
Marcello,
right?
Thanks so much, man.
Oh, thank you, man. It was great to be here.
And for Behind the Rabbit Productions, I'm Jason Godbey. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.